They said when she came into the shelter she was bleeding from her ears. And it looks like what they thought was that someone actually took a knife and, cut her ears, I guess to kind of crop them, but cheap.
An animal that was abandoned in a home. When the woman left and I guess the bank took over her home, she left the dog there. Nobody contacted us to let us know about that. We had contractors go in to begin cleaning the house for the bank, and they found the dog deceased in the basement.
It's heartbreaking. I've seen emaciated dogs. I've seen dogs with scars. I've seen cats with scars. I've seen cats with so much illness that could have been taken care of if the people had just gone to a vet. My name is Karen Azarki, and I am president of Easel Animal Rescue League. We have a mission and we have visions. Our mission is to spay and neuter all the animals that we can find, because our mission and part of our vision is zero population growth. There are too many homeless cats and dogs out there, so we are dedicated that any animal that we adopt out is spayed and neutered.
Running the shelter requires a couple of different areas. One is animal control, where you're actually going out in the street, bringing animals in, dealing with complaints, dealing with abuse cases. The other one is the attendants who clean up after the animals, maintain the animals, look after their health and safety, and of course veterinary care. The third part of it is the role that we fill, and that is adoptions.
We do adoption days. We go to Petco and PetSmart, Pet Value, and Cutter's Mills on various weekends of the month. We do fundraisers, we do dog walks, and super adoptions. The other services we offer are helping clean shelters that are in need, have a short staff and can't get all the work done. We help with that as well.
Easel's goal is to find homes for shelter animals primarily. We're expanding that for all animals, and we get involved in other areas, but we were formed basically as a shelter support group to the Ewing Animal Shelter. We have expanded to help basically keep animals out of shelters. I mean, there's like a variety of things in terms of getting animals adopted, getting animals rehomed directly from their homes. Fundamentally, it's for the welfare of animals. We also get involved in trap, neuter, return programs for cats, for feral cats.
So what Trap, Neuter, Release is, we have a team that goes out, captures every cat in that colony, spays and neuters each one. We'll take the kittens out of that colony and try to get them adopted because we can domesticate them. And we put the other cats back because they're wild. They would do very poorly in a confined area. And hopefully over time, the population will be reduced to zero.
Our vision for the future is to build a countywide facility that houses 100 dogs and 200 cats, where we can bring townships in.
The new shelter is smaller than the current shelter, so there's only a certain number of animals that they're going to be able to take. What Easel did was we purchased a trailer, which the Ewing Township said we could put on site, and what that will do is that will take any of the overflow of animals that don't fit into their shelter, plus any sick animals. We're proud that for 2011, we've had 80 dogs adopted, we've had 150 cats adopted, we have spayed and neutered over 95 dogs and over 400 cats. Included in that is the spay and neuter of our Trap, Neuter, Return program, where 300 of those cats were from Trap, Neuter, Return, and 23 kittens have been collected from those colonies and adopted. The great thing about Easel is that everyone is a volunteer. No one is paid. No one on the board, and the executive director is not paid. So everyone is here for the right reason, and 100% of the funding goes directly to helping the animals.
Anybody can volunteer with Easel, but it depends on your skill set and your abilities and what you can do. So you can have an impact on the group, and it doesn't necessarily have to be handling an 80-pound dog. It could be doing paperwork, it could be doing fundraising. So for that reason, as long as somebody is honest with themselves about what they can do and what kind of time they have and what their abilities are, they can be an effective volunteer.
We are in need of volunteers always. Some volunteers come on a temporary basis. Some volunteers have special skills. So we always need volunteers, very dedicated volunteers. We also need funding to continue our programs.
People say this all the time, and I don't know if it's in their heads or if it's real. They get the impression that the dog knows that you saved it. So I think that feeling that they have reflects back and forth with the dog, and they develop a really strong bond. And it's the kind of thing people tell me that all the time. They've had dogs for like 12 years that they adopted, and they never lose that.
If you want to volunteer or donate, you can go online to www.easelnj.org and donate there or offer your volunteer services there.